What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video, with a very different video. I've not done a video like this for such a long time. So there is a rumoured Falcon and Winter Soldier spoilers from episode 1, and you're thinking, but Warstu, this doesn't come out for a while. Well, the only reason I actually do believe this is a lot of what it says doesn't make sense. And the fact is I got to watch The Witcher Season 1 6 weeks. I think it was 6 weeks before it came out. Then I got to watch the final few episodes a week before it aired on Netflix. So I do get access to screeners. I did watch Into the Spider-Verse 4 weeks before it came out at the cinema. So yeah, stuff like this does happen, and I have watched a lot of things at the movie and seen a lot of TV shows like You Season 2 and stuff months before they come out to the public. So I do believe this will be true. Usually you have to sign some kind of non-disclosure agreement. So whoever has leaked this obviously has a screener or press account for the Disney Plus streaming service. So what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any videos. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away a special prize if we get there. So either PS5 or an Xbox X Series or PS4 or an Xbox One or a Switch. It depends when we get there. So this is a very interesting video. Why? Because I've spoken about this before. So I don't really generally do videos like this when it comes to Disney Plus shows, but it's very freaking interesting because I've spoke about a certain subject to do with another movie, Black Widow, that's coming out very, very soon. So the person allegedly had the following to say. A few things I know from the episode of this show I saw today, and I will leave the link down below, unlike other kind of channels. I actually leave everything down below so you can read it for yourself. Sam isn't allowed to be Captain America because of the events of Civil War, but trusts Agent Shields to take over the mantle. So we presume this would be the case because he didn't sign the Soviet Accords. Yes, I said that wrong on purpose, so you guys say something down below. So yeah, I don't believe he would be allowed to be Captain America because he didn't sign the Accords. US agent generally wants to do a good job and doesn't realize he's part of a bigger plan. Sam and Bucky have to work with Zemo to track down a crime syndicate called the Alchemists. Zemo is essentially their hostage, but he is vital information. He has vital information. Now, this is where it gets really spicy. You know, like, I don't know, about a month or so ago, everyone was saying that Wolverine, Warstu, a bunch of characters were going to appear out of the X-Men franchise. Well, it looks like, if this is true, the X-Men are going to be appearing in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, it's the location here that's very important. They go to Mandrapore, and what is Mandrapore? So, in the Marvel comic universe, at least, Mandrapore is a fictional island and city. But who is affiliated with this place? None other than Wolverine. The X-Men are affiliated with this place, and that is why this is going to be the location, if this is true, to introduce some of the first X-Men in the MCU. Now, we did say this certain character was going to appear in Black Widow, but maybe he could still appear in Black Widow and also in the Winter and Falcon show, but I don't think so. So let's carry on. So they go to Mandrapore with him and they meet Badrock, but also the Leaper. Badrock the Leaper and the Omega Red. They were other characters that the camera lingered on that might have been an Easter egg, but I didn't recognize them. Felt like the cantina scene, but in the MCU. Overall, the show feels a lot like Winter Soldier and the Mission Impossible movies. So what is freaking interesting here, guys, is Omega Red. Did they just name drop Omega Red? Now, I said a few months ago that Omega Red would appear in the Black Widow movie. That it appears that the Omega Red could be appearing in some capacity in this movie. Now, during the Cold War, Omega Red was forced into the Soviet version of Weapon X program in order to become a Russian super soldier. The result of this experiment was the deadly Omega Red. Now, it's some kind of Russian name, and I can't really pronounce it very well, so I'm not even going to attempt. So it is interesting that apparently Omega Red is going to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe much, much sooner than I thought. So what does this tell us going forward? This tells us that maybe this Falcon and Winter Soldier show might possibly be good. I can't believe they're going to introduce an X-Men in this kind of subset of a Disney Plus show. So then it went on, I will leave it down below. It went on to say the following. Agent 13 is leading Sam and Bucky. They're doing their missions for the government to repair the reputation. After the events of Civil War, some want Bucky to serve life in prison for his crimes. He's haunted by his past. Publicly, he is charming and witty, but when he's alone, he's clearly struggling, very distrusting of authority because he never wants to be used as a weapon again. Agent 13 is the only one he trusts to command him and says to her, Sam, out of all of us, you're most like Steve. US agent fights like Cap but hits harder and is more brutal with the way he uses his shield. I don't freaking believe he's more brutal than Captain America. Have you seen the size of him? Seriously, are they really going to disrespect Captain America like that and make Agent 13 more stronger than the original Captain America? For real? Is Disney going to do dirty like that? Maybe, probably realistic. Sam and Bucky still fight and butt heads, but it's with a trust and a love. They call themselves Blimp Brothers when talking to Beatrock about where they've been. So what is interesting is, like I said, guys, I get access to a lot of shows and a lot of movies early, so I do believe that someone could potentially see it this early because we're nearly in March, so a whole month will be April. So yeah, it would be closer to the time when the movie is coming, and the pilot episode would have been shown to a bunch of people already. As we know, there is going to be roughly 6 episodes, so it does make a lot of sense that some people have seen it. Now, I'm not surprised they are using these Disney streaming shows to give you a kind of opportunity to actually subscribe to it, because at the moment, unless you're a child or unless you've got kids, for me, there's like The Mandalorian, there's literally nothing on there yet. So they're going to use these TV shows to bait you in, to clickbait you in, to watching them, which is fantastic. So if they are going to have Omega Red debuting in this, then it is pretty interesting. As we know, the location, Mandrapore, is a Wolverine birthplace. Okay, not the birthplace, but it's known for mutants, etc. there. So it would be very interesting, and it would be a pretty cool tie-in to Wolverine appearing in the MCU down the road. And also in the news, there's so many leaks for this, it's getting unreal now. So Ross will reappear to restrict Sam from being the new Captain America due to Accord's violation. Zemo will attempt to trigger Bucky, who then pretends to be in a Hydra mode before attempting to empty the gun and saying he doesn't do that anymore. We've seen that in the first trailer at the Super Bowl, so it realistically could be real. We will see some footage of Sam training in the Air Force Falcon program. During what seems like a crucial battle, it appears Zemo discovers one last trigger word, a deactivation code, knocking out Bucky instantly, presumably killing him. They're not going to kill Bucky, let's be honest, they're at least going to get 2 seasons out of this. The Mandalorian did pretty well, and they renewed that pretty fast. We then see Sam pick up the shield for the first time since being confronted by Ross. So that's pretty much it for that part of the leak. So I will leave that down below, like I said, guys. It is interesting, like I say, it could be interesting now. It seems like they are really going to pull on the fact that Sam doesn't want to be Captain America. Then he's told he can't be Captain America. So then he wants to be Captain America, and they're going to pull on history, Hydra, activation words, and stuff like that. We know Zemo is in this TV show, so to speak, so it is going to be very interesting. So, like always, guys, please like, subscribe, let me know down below, are you even interested in this show? I don't think this show gets much traction when it comes to people talking about it. I haven't really seamlessly seen anyone talking about it online recently in the last few months, except for the trailer we got at the Super Bowl. So I don't really know if you guys are hyped for it. I know everyone's hyped for WandaVision and Tom Hiddleston's Loki show coming out next year. I know WandaVision comes out later this year now, so it is looking decent for Marvel. Marvel is starting to pull a few shows together and some movies. They've got a bunch of 2021. They've obviously got Black Widow this year, where I initially said in the Black Widow movie that Omega Red would debut there, but maybe they're going to use Disney Plus. I mean, it comes out in the UK in March, so by the time this comes out, it will be out in most places. As you know, we're not in the EU now, so I haven't really done much Marvel content recently, but don't worry, guys. As soon as there's actually something to talk about like this, I will make a video for you guys. I'm actually swaying towards pop culture stuff, so Marvel, DC, literally everything. I will cover all the main Marvel stuff, but there hasn't really been much content for the Marvel game recently, unless you want to make a video out of nothing. There really hasn't been much factual stuff to talk about other than rumors from alleged websites that get stuff wrong. So I'm trying to be more legit and only talk about stuff that I feel could actually be right. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.